You think your baby is laughing at thin air. But if you misinterpret that moment, you are missing the most critical developmental signal of their early life. Today, you will see exactly what is happening inside your baby's brain and what you should actually be looking for next. You wake up at 3 a.m. to the sound of laughter. Not crying, laughter. You sit up, following your baby's gaze toward the corner of the ceiling. Nothing is there. You know it makes no sense, but you freeze, staring for a few more seconds. You tell yourself, they must be seeing something I can't. And then you let it go. You do nothing with that moment. And that is the problem. Your baby isn't laughing at random. Their brain is learning from the very thing you think is nothing. And if you know how to read it, you'll know exactly when your child is developing on track and when they are not. You don't freeze because of the laughter. You freeze because your baby is laughing at something that isn't there. It's 3 a.m. You bolt upright to the sound of giggles coming from the crib. It's not a cry for milk, but a strange excitement directed at the dark corner of the ceiling. Nothing is there. You wonder, what are you looking at? In reality, a baby's developing brain prioritizes high-contrast edges and tiny movements that adults simply ignore. That corner is actually the strongest visual stimulus in the room right now. If you dismiss this as just a creepy moment, you're missing gold standard data on your child's development. You're observing with emotion instead of understanding the behavioral framework. You think your baby is staring into a void. But a baby's brain never stares into a void. If it's not nothing, then what is your baby actually doing? Your baby isn't just looking. They are experimenting. You see them staring at a fixed point, occasionally smiling or reaching out as if trying to touch the air. You might whisper to yourself, they must be seeing something I can't. That is not a meaningless laugh. In reality, your baby's brain is busy building neural connections based on every single sensory input.
Right now, they are making a prediction, comparing it to reality, spotting a glitch, and reacting with a giggle. A masterpiece of biological engineering. That's what this reality testing actually is. If you dismiss this as random behavior, you'll overlook exactly how your child masters their environment. That laugh is the sound of a brain updating its software on how the world works. They aren't staring at random things for fun. They are gathering data. But why is it that what they understand often looks so much like a face? Your baby isn't laughing at the air. They are laughing at a person you cannot see. Where you see inanimate shadows, your baby sees someone. They beam with joy, interacting as if with a living presence. This happens because the brain's face recognition system is overfiring, triggered by patterns that mimic eyes and a mouth. It isn't real. You wonder, what are you laughing at? While you are pulled into the eeriness of the moment, you're missing a vital truth. Your child is practicing how to recognize humans. A baby's brain would rather mistake a shadow for a face than miss a real face entirely. You are watching a phenomenon, but you aren't reading the biological function. This isn't a paranormal event. It's a dress rehearsal for social connection. And this doesn't just happen because of the lighting. It happens because of the timing. Your baby isn't just awake. They are standing between two worlds. It is no coincidence that these smiles happen most often between 2 and 4 a.m. At this age, REM sleep makes up nearly 50% of a baby's rest. Spontaneous neural activity leaks into their perception even when their eyes are wide open. Your baby is looking at the room while simultaneously seeing the inner workings of their own brain. No adult experience compares to this. You wonder, why do they always laugh at this hour? If you think this is just a poor sleep habit, you're overlooking a fleeting stage of human development. Instead of a tiring night,
what you're actually witnessing is a brain blurring the line between reality and its own raw signals.
You are watching something that you yourself have lost the ability to experience. But the most important part isn't about what your baby sees. It's not about what your baby sees. It's about who they are beginning to prioritize. You record a quick clip, tell your friends, and think the moment is either cute or a bit creepy. And then you forget about it. You ignore it. In reality, your baby's brain must make a critical shift, moving from self-generated stimulation to genuine social interaction. Those giggles at patterns and shadows must eventually turn into giggles directed at people. If you don't recognize this shift, will you notice if you're missing the earliest signs of social development? Would you even know if there was a plateau or a regression? You aren't a careless parent. You are just observing the wrong things. Is your baby laughing at shadows, or are they learning how to finally laugh with you? And that is why this moment is about more than just being cute. You aren't just watching a creepy moment. You are witnessing the exact second your baby's brain shifts, moving from creating its own world to searching for real people. Reactive parents only see what their child is doing. Informed parents see what their child is beginning to prioritize. Your baby doesn't need you to explain what they see. They need you to recognize what they are transitioning into. When was the last time your baby laughed alone? And more importantly, did they start laughing with you more often after that? Tell me your story in the comments. If you want to read the small changes before they become big problems, you're welcome to stay. Not every moment needs to be fixed, but some moments need to be seen for what they truly are.